So welcome. I've just pressed record, so hopefully the people watching the recording, hello. All good. Welcome. I am Simon. I am founder of the collective and person who is hosting this session. Other music team people, we'll start with Rhiannon. Introduce. Oh, I'm in Leicester in the UK. Rhiannon, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
I'm Rhiannon and I'm based in North Wales in Wrexham.
Excellent. Rhiannon's only decided to put her head in the session today. She doesn't believe in upper bodies, just in case. Oh, there we go. Much better. It looked quite cute, actually. It's like someone had decapitated you. Claire Battams.
Hi, I'm Claire. I'm in Dronfield in Derbyshire, which is sort of more or less bang in the middle of the UK. And it's a lovely sunny day.
You're lucky it's raining here. MT Mike Saverin bass.
You're on mute.
Muted, muted. Our first casualty. Mike Sav in the UK, of course, in the northwest, not too far from Preston. That's the Golden Land,
Indeed, the Golden
basically.
Land.
Yeah.
Indeed. Rita.
Hello, I'm Rita. I'm not too far away from Leicester and it's still sunny here. So don't you send any of that damp stuff this way. Thank you very much, boss man.
Well, just because I've got a bike to my choir later, it's decided to rain. And lastest but not leastest, MT Zilka Alto.
Yeah, hello, I'm Silke. I'm from Germany and it's actually sunny and warm here. So, yeah, maybe this comes over to you.
I hope it does. I really do. Right, Bernard, where are you, my friend? Oh, didn't hear that.
Mike up here. I'm in Aberdeen, Scotland.
Excellent. How's it in Aberdeen? Is it cold?
It's raining,
Of course it is. It's
dark,
Aberdeen.
horrible.
Raining, dark, and horrible. Welcome
Yeah.
to Aberdeen. Sheila Sop.
I'm from the West Midlands and it's sunny here too.
Oh, I'm anyone's got sun. I'm jealous. I am ultimately jealous. Sop Jeannie Trask. Oh, you're on mute. You're on mute. It's okay. It happens to all of us. We all forget.
I just listened to everybody else do it and I did it. I'm in Ohio in the States. It's 52 degrees outside. It's kind of gray. We're expecting rain later, but it's not too bad.
Cool. Good to see you. Ross Johnson in Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Where are you in Scottsbluff, Nebraska? I've just told everyone where you are. Sorry.
Yeah.
Say it though. Say it, Ross
Scottsbluff,
Johnson.
Nebraska, yes. And it's not quite dawn here, so I can't tell you, but it's about 10 degrees Celsius right now.
Using Celsius. Thank you so much, Ross. It makes sense to me. Fahrenheit doesn't mean a thing. It's like when Jeannie said 52, I was like, that is hot. But then you melt in Fahrenheit. 52 Celsius, you'd be frying eggs on the ground. So Tenor
Hi, I'm about halfway between Simon in Leicester and Rita. And it's still sunny here too. So fingers crossed the rain won't arrive.
The rain's here all the time. Sup Eileen.
Hello, it's been very heavy rain, but it's lovely now. Sunny, lots of sun in
Good.
Liverpool.
And where are you?
Liverpool.
Liverpool. Excellent, excellent. Now I'm going to try and say this. I'm going to say Josette Hager.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, Josette. Yeah.
Josette Hager.
And I'm in the southwest France, not very far from Toulouse.
Oh, is it
It's a
sunny?
bit cloudy, but very mild, 21 degrees Celsius.
Oh, I like that. Not too. I don't like it hot, and I don't like it cold. That's about perfect weather for me. 21. Very nice to see you, Angela Garrett.
Hello, I'm in Cheshire, not far from Runcorn and Northwich, so fairly near to Rhiannon and Eileen. And it's quite nice here today, but I'm keeping my eye on some men who are putting some cables in for broadband as they've been trampling in my garden. It's nothing to do with me.
Oh, you got to keep an eye on the men. When you said of keeping an eye on some men, I thought like because they look nice. But yeah, I mean I wouldn't
No,
judge you if that was the reason. But if they're trampling on your garden, that's definitely not to be done, is it? So yeah,
no, they should have asked, really.
they definitely should. If I were you, I'd go out with a shot. No, no, don't go out with a shotgun. No, don't
No,
do that. That's bad. No, don't do that.
no,
Caro Brown.
Yes, I'm actually in the south of France at the moment and it's raining, which is why I'm here and not on the beach. But I'm normally in Cheshire.
You are indeed. I'm jealous of your holiday. Is it a holiday?
Yep.
I'm very jealous. Anyone who has a holiday in their lives, I'm jealous of that. Claire Knowles, alto. Where are you, my love?
Hello, I'm in London and it's lovely and sunny here as well.
Excellent. We like that. Alto Caro, I know where you are, but tell everyone else where you are.
Hi, I'm Carol. I'm in Waterford in Ireland and it's sunny and cloudy.
That's all
Bit
right,
of
though.
both.
Yeah, you're in Ireland. Who doesn't want to be in Ireland? You know what I mean? All the Americans want to be in Ireland. So Alto 1 Inika.
Hi, I'm in the south of the Netherlands and it is 18 degrees Celsius and sunny. Sorry. And not holiday.
No, not holiday for me either. So I was chatting to Melanie, the music team, and she said, "Oh, I think you need a bit of a break, bit of a holiday." I'm like, and I looked at my calendar and I was like, the next day when I don't have a full day of work is the 21st of December.
Oh, you'll find something to do.
Oh, I will probably. I'll probably still be editing the tracks on the 21st of December whilst tearing the rest of my hair out. But such is the way. Tina Payunoya.
You still can do it.
I try. I try.
I'm not in the video today because now I'm eating my lunch and I'm leaving for my song lessons. So I'm listening very
That's
carefully.
okay. It's always nice to have you. Even if we can't see you, we've got a lovely photograph of you and you're looking fabulous on the photo. So that's how I'm imagining. And lastest but not least, has just popped in the room there. April Schultz, where are you in the world, my lovely?
Good morning. I'm in Bloomington, Illinois, in the middle of the country.
Nice.
So nice to see everybody.
Very nice to see you. Right, lovely. So we are going to get going. It's not always possible in sessions to do individual introductions. It certainly wasn't in the launch session yesterday because we had about 80 in the room at the beginning of the evening and we still had over 70 at the end. So we definitely would have spent a long time on introductions. But it is nice to know who you are and where you are. And yeah, very excited to get going on this song. We will be doing some breakout room stuff. So what we're going to do first is I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of stuff on the score. So just going to quickly share my screen. So if you just let me know in a second if you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Yes, brilliant. Thumbs up there. Great stuff. So I've done my best to annotate breath points, and I just want to let you know a couple of things about that, just in case you've got this, like a score and you're wanting to have a little look at this and there. The little red lines are your breath points. Sometimes there might not be a breath on the guide track, but I've added one in. For example, sometimes I've added one in because other parts are breathing. Okay, so I've basically gone through, listened to the tracks, and kind of given breaths that make sense. Some of the breaths where everyone is breathing, those are kind of really important ones. Okay, really important breaths to take because it really helps us with our sync. But sometimes if there is a random breath in the track and there isn't one on the score, then it might be, I'm just kind of scrolling so you can see, it might be that I just didn't really plan when I was breathing. Because if you don't know how I compose, whilst I can compose by putting dots on a score, this song, like most of my songs I do with the collective, I just sang. So I was singing and making it up as I went along, and therefore I wasn't planning what I was doing with my breathing. Okay. I probably should then go back and do sensible breathing of phrases. So if you get little bits of little snatch breaths or things that don't quite seem to make sense and that you could get all the way through the phrase and the score doesn't tell you to breathe, that's absolutely fine. Okay. So it's there as a guide to what you may well want to do. There are a couple of little additions and changes. There's a couple of little rhythmic things in the alto 2 part, which I just tweaked on the little bell chord sections. And there was one section where I think the words disappeared from the score for some reason. But I've added those in. If you do, and I know that some of you will make it your mission to do this, if you do find any differences between the track and the score, okay, then what we'd like you to do is contact anyone. Well, basically contact us and ask us that question. Just raise it as a question, and we will therefore give you an answer. And if we need to change a score or make a difference, we will change it as we need to. Okay. Normally we go with the track. The only time we don't normally do that is if, and it happens more in The Sweetest Gift than in this one, I think, when there's actually no words sung, or if I've really fluffed a word and almost done a wrong word, and it's clear that instead of singing the word ring, I sang the word like rang because I wasn't paying attention when I sang it. Okay? Obviously, it would make no sense to have a weird word that isn't ring and isn't anything else. But again, do just check with us, and if it's a really off-putting, we can obviously then change it if it is making people kind of go wrong or have issues. Okay. So hopefully that all makes sense. Now, what I've done is in the resources, and I'll just quickly show you this. So just give me 2 seconds. Can you see that? I know it'll be little, but don't worry, it'll come good in a second. In here, the videos, not conductor videos, the actual videos, have the scores on them, and the scores also have the annotations on this video. So I annotated the score, and then I created the video. So if I looked at the all parts video, like so, can you hear that? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. It has the annotated breath points in the video. The launch videos were done before I annotated the score, so they didn't, but the actual video tracks have your breath points in, which I think should help you. Conductor tracks haven't been done yet, but they will be done at some point once we're a little bit further in and I've got a bit of time to stand and practice my conducting. Which I definitely need some practice. So first thing we're going to do is, with the screen like that, is we're just going to run through. If you've not heard this before, it's your chance to have a listen. And then we're going to go into some breakout rooms once we've had a little look through the all parts. So I think it's all nice and loud enough. I'm going to mute myself once you can hear everything. So have a little look, have a little listen, and then we're going to go into some breakout rooms and spend some time there. Is that okay, everyone?
Yeah.
Right, let's do it. Hear that okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, ring, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring. Okie dokie. So I have a couple of things just before we do some breakout room stuff to raise with you. The section which is our, and you can actually see this on the score really well. You've got like a little what's called a bell chord because it makes the shape of a bell. Although it sounds really complicated on its own, each individual part is not as bad as it sounds. Okay. So, and the alto 2 is probably the hardest one. Okay. That's probably the one where you really have to feel the first note of the bar. And I know that you'll be looking in the alto room at alto 1 and alto 2. They kind of follow on from one another. Okay. Um, it's also slightly easier, sometimes, in my opinion, to get the rhythm is to listen to the all parts track that has all the notes of the bell chord, because sometimes your part only track, it's like it feels like you're just guessing when to sing. Like you're just going ring, 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 ring. But there is a very specific timing to it that you hear when you hear all the different parts. So yeah, so it is singable. I promise it's singable. That's actually rhythmically not the hardest bit. The hardest bit rhythmically is just before the end. This little section here, kind of bar 41 area, this is going to make some of you, especially alto ones, you are 100% going to have a habit of coming in early. And that is going to cause you a little bit of that's a learning point, especially because it's near the end of the song. I'm flagging it now just so you can really have a listen. So yeah, you've got lots of different words and things going on. Basses are singing 2-beat notes. You've got rings happening everywhere. And that is a little bit of a tricky bit. But then as soon as we get past that, we then get into the bells. They're dum bum 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 bum, that bit. Then it kind of makes sense. Okay. Zilka asked a question in the launch session yesterday about the rolling of R's. Okay. There's very few R's that are rolled in this song. I have done it sometimes in the tracks. I don't want it to be big. So it's not the end of the world if you roll your R's, but unlike Little Donkey, any of you have heard that will notice that there's lots of rolling of the R's in Little Donkey. In this one, I don't think the word ring needs much of a rolled R. There's not many of them in the tracks. The ones that are rolled in the tracks, I don't mind if you do those, but I also don't mind if you just roll none of the R's in this song. I don't think that's a massive issue. Okay, so just to let you know, because when you listen to the tracks, you'll notice, especially in the higher parts, the low parts, I don't roll my R's at all. But I listened last night. It's like, oh, yeah, the higher parts, I decide to do a little bit of ring, and the lower parts, I'm just like, nah, I'm not doing that. So again, lack of consistency is another thing about the collective. Lack of consistency in my guide tracks is always a thing. So, are there any questions at this juncture before we do a little bit of breakout room work? Do we like the song? You don't have to lie to me. So it is quite fun to sing. And again, it's one of those songs I think that will sound more difficult than it ends up being to actually sing. And it's not too long. So yeah, which is always good. I did think about making it longer, and then I thought, no, Simon, this song needs to be less than 3 minutes because otherwise people's heads will explode.
Right, so I'm going to go back to the very, very beginning. And we should be able to. If there's anything that you need to or don't hear, please interrupt me. Okay, please interrupt. I don't mind you doing that. Right, off we go. Can you all hear it? Just say yes. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, ring. And I'm going to stop it there. Okay. And I want to come out of this. Nice. Okay.
Right. So can you hear me? Did you hear any part of that was playing then? Did you hear all of it? Okay. And the reason I've stopped there is because if you listen underneath the SOP one, we've just come to the section where there's lots of bell-like activity. So alto one, if you look at your score, all right, from memory, this is, I'm trying to remember. Yeah. A lot of it is. So there's a lots of like a call and response. So sometimes the melody line has it and then the alto responds. So it's ring those Christmas bells, ring those Christmas bells, ring, or the other way around. So there's a lot of interplay between those two parts. So if we just look at ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. So I'm just going to play the individual line now. So just give me a minute to find the track because it will be here. Okay. So I'm going to play the alto, the soprano line. Have you all got your music in front of you, by the way? Okay, because that will help. Even if you don't read music, you can see the visual patterns where one part takes over and the other one and pushes the other one almost out of the way. So I'm just stop now. Okay, just close that down. And I'm going to share it. We should be able to do this. Hopefully this will be okay. Could you just tell me if you can hear this part, please?
Yes.
Good. Excellent.
1, 2, 3. Ring, ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring.
Together.
Those Christmas bells.
And together.
Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring.
This is where it takes over.
Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Ring, ring.
And that's kind of the first section of the song. Then we go into the next section of the song where we actually have to have this ring bit, which is, so it's 1, 2, ring, ring, 1, 2, ring, ring. That's the rhythm that goes all the way through, okay? 1, 2, ring, ring, 2, ring, ring, 1, 2, ring, ring. And that's the rhythm that the sopranos have, okay? And I'm going to start with that one because in many ways that could be the easier. I'm going to carry on from there, which if you're looking at your music is bar, I think it's bar 13. Everybody got it? All okay? So I'm carrying on from there. And then we get back to the singing, almost singing together, right? So I'd like to play that section again if I can find it, because that would be quite good. Of course, I've not got my timepost there where I had when I was taking the music down. Oh, that's not bad. Let's go back a little bit further. It's on a different piece of paper. Here we go. And you can hear it. So, okay, now we're going on to the next section, which is, it's kind of a mixture of the both. All right, so I'm going to do the next section, which is from bar 20 something. I can't see it properly. All right, so it's the one ringing out the old, where the words actually change. Okay, here we go.
Those Christmas bells ring for me and ring, 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 ring.
And then we got back to almost what we started with. Almost, but not quite. Okay, so we're going to go back to try and get that locked in. So we'll probably try and go back to earlier bits, which are down here with the ring, ring bit, and then go straight onto that again. Right.
Those Christmas bells ring, ring.
bell section. A mixture of the both. That's quite an important rhythm in that bar. Together. Syncopation. Ba, 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 ba. And we've done that. Okay, so you can hear that there's a sort of a mixture of the two sections together, which is quite nice. And then we're going to go on, which is this section is quite easy. All right. So I'm just going to play it through right, hopefully, to the end. So I just need to go to here to make it so I can move it back so you get the link.
Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring.
Long notes.
Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, ring.
And
Ring, 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 ring those Christmas bells.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. All right, so it's a nice little part to sing, to be quite honest. So I'm going to ask you to try singing it right the way through, and then you can tell me if you've got any issues at all. All right? It should have gone back to the beginning. It has. Okay, so we're going to carry straight on, and we're all muted, and here we go. And as usual, note the sections that you may want to ask a question about or any clarification about. All right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ring, ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells ring, ring. Those Christmas bells ring for me and ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, ring. Ring, 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 ring those Christmas bells ring.
Okay. So I think at the very end it needs to kind of fill in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ring. It doesn't matter whether it's the alto or the soprano line. In fact, we all go ring together. So that counting those long notes there, you could say 4 and 4, which would be of course correct. But for me, I would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then just pop your ring on the end. So I'd like to do the same thing with the alto line, if that's okay. So I'm going to try and find the alto line. Am I still sharing? Are you still okay? Well, no, you won't have done because I've come out of it. So it's alto 1. Here we are. Okay, and just stop a minute. Okay, so we actually, and you're sustaining a note. Have you got your scores in front of you? If you have a look, it'll be okay. You can see that you actually, you start off with ring, ring, those Christmas bells, and you start the actual title of the song a little earlier than the soprano line does. So you can see where you get the call and response type of thing that goes on with it, which is quite nice. Okay, hi Tina. All right, I'll just keep you muted. All right, so I'm going to now share this. All right, and let's just check that you can hear it. Can you hear that? Can you hear? Good, well done. Okay, so I'm going to take it back to the beginning. We're just going through the alto line, Tina, so that we can see how the alto line fits against the soprano line, pattern-wise as well as musical. There's a lots of call and response in there, so she's disappeared. Okay, oh no, you're there. All right. Okay, so here we go. So it's that ring. Start on 5.
2, 3. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring,
And 1, 2.
Ringing out the old. Ring, 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 ring those Christmas bells. Ring for me and ring, 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 ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring.
Listen. 1, 2.
Ring, 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 ring.
And it's relatively, until we get to the syncopation bit, quite easy. And that's where the wheel tends to fall off. So I'm going to get you to have a look. I think, where you hear him breathe, put your breath points in, you'll be fine. So if I can find it, I'd like you to, if you look at bar 12, which is where you start with that rhythmic sequence. So it's 1, ring, ring, 1, ring, ring. So it's 1, ring, ring, ring. It's like an afterthought. Okay. It's easier to get the final ring at the end. Yes, it is in some ways. Yeah. So I'd like, if at all possible, to have a listen to that section several times. I'll just move it that way.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells.
Here we go.
Ring, ring.
From here.
Ring, 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 ring,
And we repeat the same pattern.
ring.
actually, when you hear it in isolation, it's very easy because it's one ring, 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 ring. It's like I'll throw the extra one in just at the end. It's quite a nice section to do. I'll try and get it to go back to the same place again so we can just get the link. You okay with all of that? Everyone okay with that? Okay, good. Well done. So we're going to go now. We're going to carry straight on, and then we'll come to the back end because it's bars. I think everything else is self-explanatory, to be quite honest. I think it's bar 41. So it's going to be 1, 2, ring, 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 ring. Those groups are there. It's that section there for the altos in bar 41. All right, so we'll try and get forward to that. It's around here, I think.
Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ring, 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 ring.
And the last bit is easy in comparison to those 3 bars. Okay, really, really easy in comparison to those are the bits to target if you're going to do alto 1. All right. So I'm sure it's all there on the track. It's just a question of focusing on those particular bars there and focusing on the other syncopation, and the rest of the line actually just falls in quite naturally. Okay. So any questions, you can bring them up in the main room. That's absolutely fine. And we have to leave the breakout in the room, I think, and we'll see you back in the main room. Okay, very soon. Bye.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ringing out the old. Ring, 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 ring those Christmas bells. Ring for me and ring, 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 ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring.
Some real
Awesome.
tasty bits in that.
Yeah. Thank you, Claire. So first of all, are there any questions right away from your side? Because then we would maybe talk about that first. Nothing. Okay, that's great. So I made some notes while listening to this. So first of all, Simon said something about the rolled R, and maybe you noticed that while listening to the track, that I think in the first third or half, like first third of the track, there were some rolled R's and some were not. And this seems to be quite random. So I would really say stay with that what Simon says. Like if you want to do the rolled R's and you can do that, then do it. And if not, just don't do it. So it's up to you. And I think if you're really good with the rolled R's and want to show them off, then just do more of them. So, but Simon said yesterday, like it should not be a heavily rolled R, like not like ring. That would be too much. Okay, so only a very small rolled R. Okay, that's that. And then you may have noticed that there was a certain part, like I think it was where there was something written in handwriting where the quality changed of the track, like the voice quality of Simon changed. And I think this is because he has maybe redone that part or so. I I mean, we didn't talk about that with Simon, but I'm quite sure that he doesn't want us to change our voice quality at that part. So have the same voice quality all over the track, like all over our singing or our recording. So I think this is more a recording issue of his. Or am I very mistaken there, Claire?
I didn't actually notice that. I'll have to have another
Okay.
listen. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
maybe we can have.
content on
So
looking at the
I
score.
can talk about my observations, and then we can have a listen again and see
Yeah.
if I have been talking rubbish.
No, you haven't been talking rubbish. I just didn't notice.
Okay, so then I think there are only like two parts in the alto one part that are a bit tricky, and Simon already mentioned those. It's the first part is the one where there are only those eighth notes at certain places, which seem to be in the first sight a bit random, but it is actually not random because they are creating these bell chords together with the other parts. So it's really, really important that the ring comes really in time, like at exactly the place where it should be. So I would really recommend that you take those maybe 8 bars or how long that is. I haven't looked at that in detail and rehearse them separately. And maybe also rehearse them at lower speed so that you get really like that you know where is my ring on the bar or where is it on the beat, where is it on the beat and where is it behind the beat, which is really important. And then you could take, for example, I think it was the tenor part who has really like the straight beats, like all his notes on the beat. So you could rehearse with the tenor and like have the tenor on the beat, and either you are with the tenor or you are behind the tenor. So that's I think a good way to rehearse that. And the second part was also mentioned by Simon. That's the part where um, there is a lot of ring, 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 and it's before the ring, 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 ring. And this is really tricky rhythm-wise because it sounds as if we're on the beat all the time, but actually we are always syncopated behind the beat or before, like how you want to look at it. And I would also recommend to rehearse that maybe a bit more slowly first, like to really get this feeling of being either laid back or, yeah, I think it's better to have that laid back feeling. And maybe find, or we can like through the sessions that are upcoming, find a second part that it would be easy to rehearse with so that you get a better feeling for that. And also take out those, I mean, maybe 4 bars or how long this part is and rehearse them separately so that you get really secure with the timing of this. I think the rest of the part is really easy, like the rest of the alto ones, except from maybe putting in some ninja breaths if you need them, because maybe one part between one breath and the other might be too long. I haven't looked at that in such detail, but other than that, I think the rest is really easy. So those were my observations on the part, and maybe we just have a listen again and see.
We've only got 12 minutes left, Silke, so if we're going to look at Alto 2.
Oh,
we
12
should do that.
minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that first. And then if we've got enough time, we'll come back.
Okay. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring, ring, ring. Ring, 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 ringing out the old ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring for me and ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas ring, those Christmas bells ring.
Yeah, Silke, I see what you mean now. That bit gets a bit louder, doesn't it? Quite forceful. I think it's a different recording. I think he's redone that bit, so that's towards the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I
exactly.
don't think we need to start shouting at that point.
No, would be good. Okay, so actually, there's not much to say about this track except from there's also this ring, 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 like this rhythmic part, which is, I think, even a bit more difficult than the alto ones because the pattern is a bit more, not complicated, but
yeah, as the first time ring goes up towards the sopranos, then we come back down again. So we're actually every other bar is not the same. So it's one bar.
Yeah.
Like 2 bar.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, I think you have to take a bit of a time to analyze that.
Yeah.
And
I think what Simon said about that section, you're going to have to know what the other parts are doing really well to make sure that you're actually in the right place at the right time.
Yes.
It won't matter when we're videoing because we're all going to be opening our mouths and saying ring and there will be delay. But when we're recording, obviously, we need to be absolutely spot on.
Exactly.
Sound like
exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so days, yeah, very early days.
Yeah.
At least the notes aren't too challenging.
I think there's only one other but it was only one bar or two bars where we have this syncopated rhythm, because there's an eighth pause at the beginning of the bar, and then all the quarter notes are just like 1/8 behind. So yeah, but other than that, I think it's really easy. So yeah, and we will have plenty of like sessions and time to rehearse and go over all that. So yeah. So
Yeah,
how much?
I would think the bass part is probably going to be a really good one to practice with once you know the song a bit better, because the bass is fairly solid. It's not as syncopated, certainly in that bit where we've got all those rings going. So the bass is going to be the foundation, I think, more than anything.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
pretty. Really
Yeah, and if you have the chance, I mean, you could also always rehearse with the metronome. I think in this song, this might be also helpful. Yeah, April.
I was just gonna say, as we were watching both of those, I was doing the pulses on my chest, and that helped a lot. I was worried about that part first hearing, and you can sort of hear, even in the part predominant, you could hear the other parts a little
Yeah.
bit. So that was really helpful.
Yeah, you've got to keep
You can't do that when
speaking
you're
up.
recording because it comes through. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but for rehearsing, it's really helpful to get the rhythm into your body and to embody the rhythm, so that in the end, when you're recording, you don't need that anymore, because it just stays in your rhythm, in your body. Yeah, exactly. That's a good advice, April. I think we have 6 minutes. We could listen to both of them once again, I think.
Are there any more questions at this point? Josetta, are you okay? Learn to unmute. I don't know if I asked you whether that helps or not.
Ah, okay.
It's a nightmare. It is a nightmare moving. There we go.
I'm back.
Do you have any questions? Anything you'd like to clarify? Or
I was just wondering whether I'm going to stay on the alto too, or go back or go to the tenor. I don't know yet.
Okay.
It seems a bit high for me. I'm singing in a gospel choir, and I usually sing with the men. So maybe it's better for me to go to the tenor.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to do. If the session is registered, I can listen to the tenor to see whether
they will have recorded their session, so
go
you
on with the alto or go to the tenor.
you listen if you watch their session, because all the recordings will be put in the folder at the end.
Okay.
And you can help you make your decision. This is where these first week is really useful, because you need to find your feet as to where you feel most comfortable.
Yeah.
So if that is a little high, then yeah, definitely try the tenor. Okay. Do you want to talk, or should we do?
Yeah, let's do both again. I think we have almost 5 minutes, so that would work, I think.
At least we've covered both of them. So
yes.
Share screen, share sound on 1, 2, 1.
Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those
You're muted, Claire.
Oh, it's hard, this, isn't it, getting back into it? So it's not just you, Giuseppe, it's me as well. We'll do the outer two then quickly. We're going to share the screen. Screen that one. 1, 2, 2, share.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ring, ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Ring, ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells. Those Christmas bells. Ring, ring, ring. Ring, 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 ringing out the old ring. Those Christmas bells ring for me and ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas ring, those Christmas bells ring.
How about that for timing? We've got 3
I say
seconds.
we should take a picture really quickly in the last 60 seconds.
Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring. Out the old ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring for me and you. Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, ring. Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, it's not too tricksy actually, is it? There's a bit that there's no bar numbers on this, so I couldn't see where it was. But
No,
it's
there is a bit of syncopation. Actually, I was wrong in my comment earlier. There is a little tricky bit of syncopation. It's yeah, there's no bar numbers.
let's go back and see if we can just pick it up.
It's where the bell cord thing happens. It's at the top of page 3.
We'll go through, stop it at that point, and we'll just sort of smooth it out, okay? But it's very repeating, isn't it? So I don't think we'll find it's too difficult to learn.
No.
Those Christmas bells, Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring.
Love this.
Ring, 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 ring.
Yeah, we've definitely got the easy bit on this.
Ring, ring, ring. Now, ring, ring, ring,
That
ring,
bit.
ring.
It's that bit, isn't it, where we've got to slide in between the bass.
Yeah, I'm not sure. The sound is not as good as I have known it in other Zooms. I'm not quite sure if you're. It sounds quite tinny, Rita. I can hear him singing. It doesn't sound quite as
It'll
good,
be.
if you like.
They've changed the Zoom since I last ran a room, and I'm not getting share computer sound. So let's just. I don't think I'm going to be able to solve it in 12
Oh
minutes.
no, I thought I'd mention it to you for
Oh yeah.
future, basically. No, I'm fine, and I've listened to it a few times anyway.
Okay,
But
let's
yeah,
do
this is
that
the
bit again.
section.
Yeah.
Ringing out the old ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring for me and you. Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas
Peter.
bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Ring, ring, ring.
Ah, it's gorgeous. Smashing. Yeah, I think it's only that bit there, which is we have to make sure we fit in around bass. And then apart from that, I think we've got the easy out with tenor. Yeah, would you agree? Was there anything mentioned last night in the launch that you can recall?
Not specifically. I mean, it was we had a breakout room and we did tenor and alto too, and we pretty much just listened to those, and we didn't ask questions because Simon had said we could ask questions in the main room, and there weren't that many specifically actually about them, about the tenor part that I can remember. I certainly didn't write anything down. Yeah, I didn't write anything down. No, I didn't. I'm going to have to watch my breath at the end before. I need to make sure I've got loads before we do that. Ring, 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 ring.
Yes, I
Because
think there's going to be some tongue tying there. We don't
yeah,
want to over enunciate it. You can't under enunciate it because you don't want to lose the R and the G, but maybe you miss out the IN so that you actually get it in the timing wise.
yeah.
Yeah, if that isn't too ironic.
It's the sort of place where my breath will if I don't remember to take the breath properly at the beginning, I might have to do a couple of ninjas, but ninjas are allowed.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Right, let's listen through to Alto 2 and see how that's going. So, share. I've got that open. All right, let's give this a go. Thumbs up.
Better sound.
Ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, ring.
that's more of a Barry line than the other one.
Yeah. Yes, it makes me laugh. I can I could just imagine him in his little shed singing away and just ring, ring. I'll just try this and I'll see what this happens, see what happens here. It's brilliant. I love it. I love all that syncopation.
The syncopation is great, but I think everybody will need to learn it in their own way, because I think if I tried to listen to it with all the parts more prominent than this alto 2 predominant track,
Yeah.
I think I would probably be late because there'd be thinking time coming into it. I
Yeah.
think you have to find your place and then you have to listen to your track alone just to understand the meter of what you're singing rather
Yeah.
than too much about what other people are singing. I think I might get drawn into it if I listen to the other parts too much. And I think everybody will be different.
Yes, exactly. And I also think there are times towards the end there where we've got that real syncopation and you think, oh, right, that's finished now. And you go to come in at the beginning of the next bar and it's, oh no, you don't come in there. There's little late entries popping up all over the place. So yeah, I will be listening to that part on its own a lot. I know I will before I start
Yeah.
even attempting to put it with the others. And I mean, we don't particularly have to put it with the others, although it will help us to feel the
I
whole
think
song in the end.
it will when we're solid in our part, and it'll show how solid in our part we are. But I think I'll be thinking carefully about when I join in with the other parts, uh,
Mm.
because as I said, it's so quick and it will be so obvious if you don't get it right, even though it is quick. If you inject into there some thinking time, you might find yourself getting late. Um, let's listen to it again and see if I can get that meter into it. It is gorgeous, though, isn't it? So bell-like. I don't
I
think
love it. I love it.
I don't think I've ever sung a song with so many bell chords in. It's just gorgeousness. Although it does make me laugh. This is an alto part. It is so a Barry part. This should be described as high Barry.
Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Barry. Definitely.
Putting it out there. Okay, here we go.
Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, ring, ring. Ring, 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 ringing out the old ring, those Christmas bells. Ring for me and ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, ring, ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas ring, those Christmas bells, ring.
There are some parts in there where I think the importance of not taking a breath is going to be more apparent than when we sang through the tenor. I wasn't so aware of it there. But in this one, there were bits where they have a singing through, and I thought, yeah, you do actually need to sing through that bit. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Um, I just there was a part where there's a risk of us snatching something. Let me just play it from here and see what you think.
Ringing out the old ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring for me and ring, 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 ring,
It's that
ring.
final ring, ring, ring. It's the ring, 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 ring. And it's just there's a risk of just snatching off that final thing, which I think will be such a shame because it's a lovely sound at that point. That's the only bit that I think I'll have to school myself to being diligent. Everything else, I think, just kind of flows.
Yeah, there's a couple of places where I am going to have to get a ninja breath in. There's a couple of places where, for me anyway, because
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
an older singer and I haven't got the breath that I used to have. But
Yeah.
obviously the having those marks saying you must sing through here means I can find my ninjas around them.
Definitely. No, this is going to be not too tricky to learn. The score is very helpful. Um, we're being called back. We've got 52 seconds left. So
Okay.
thank you for sharing this journey with me, Kath. Pleasure.
Well, thank you, Rita.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And I will sort out my sound for next time.
What does it say in your t-shirt, Mike? There are two types of people in the world. Music and stuff.
Hopefully you get it. Some people actually don't, because that's life, isn't it? Hey, welcome, folks. We don't have anything more to say except we're going to get on and do the bass track because we've got the time, and if anything comes up, we'll address it. What I do want to do is very briefly, because people keep forgetting this, it's a collective thing, is very briefly take a picture of the people in the room. So pretend you're actually pleased to be here. You know. So that's it. It's already taken. I should have checked if it's actually all right. You know. Maybe do a quick look. Yeah, it's just fine, as it should be. So we're going to do that thing where we share stuff. We're gonna go in and look at the bass score, and probably the last thing we'll do is listen to the tenor because there's probably someone in this room who'll want to do the tenor. At least one. I'm guessing two people might want to do the tenor in this room. So we should definitely have a look at that. But our primary reason, obviously, is the bass room. So I'm just going to see if this is going to be friendly to us and allow me to do the usual thing. We're going to find out soon enough. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So on your screen, in theory, should be this big thing about, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to push this in the middle and can you tell me if you can hear anything? Excellent. Nice to have a plan come through straight off, isn't it? So here we go. We're going to have a listen. Mute yourselves. If you already know it or want to sing along, please do so. Here we go.
Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ringing out the old, ringing in the new, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring for me and you, ring, ring, ring. Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring,
ring. So, any comments you'd like to make, any of you, at this time? No thoughts, no comments? Did you, the lowest note in the entire thing, I think was a G. And a G is singable by most people in the collective, men and female. It's, I say most people, most basses I meant, who sing this song. And that's the lowest it goes in this song. Rhythmically, there's really two places that challenge us, that are a challenge. And I think it will get harder, actually, not when we're learning it, but when we're singing it next to people. Because these different rhythms will be all going around your head. And to not be affected by those other rings while someone's standing next to you, it's going to be interesting. So getting it down, nailed down with the all parts track when you've learnt the bass part, that's going to be the real deal. Make sure you're solid, you know. So that's what I'd be thinking about doing. There was a couple of places where it looked like the breathing would be challenging, that there'd be some kind of ninja needed somewhere. And the beauty is Simon's already got this all marked up. So us being able to pinch the breath where we need to is easy while we're watching the score and learning where we need to put our breath marks. If you see any breath marks that if you hear a breath and it's not on the sheet, feel free to add that breath mark to your plan. Just means it got missed, okay? And you might find one or two of those as you go through different songs. So don't think, oh, there's some mistake, I need to mention it on the thing. Just add it. Just add it. We'll go through it again, just because we should do, and then we'll switch straight to the tenor. So we'll do that again. See if it messes up our brains at all. Let's see. I don't know what happened there. Let's stop that a sec, because that's not what I wanted it to do. It just decided to do something completely different for me. So that's what we should have been doing. And back to the edge again.
Ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring, 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 ringing out the old, ringing in the new, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring for me and you, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells ring, 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 those Christmas bells ring, 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 ring.
I don't know about you, but that was going really well. And then somehow the shift from being in the ring, being in the low one got me, the high one got me too, it's too quick, and then you've lost the rhythm. Then that gets a bit upsetting. So, and then trying to find it again is tricky too because there aren't many words to follow. Anyway, so that was actually, for me, that was quite fun. Okay, we're going to switch, I hope, to the tenor. Just bear with me while I do the necessary on here. Okay. Right. So in a few seconds, you should see it come up here. We're just playing around here. It should be on your screen, I hope. Excellent. And here we go with the tenor. I'm just going to presume the audio will work because I haven't changed the settings.
Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ringing out the old ring, 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 those Christmas bells ring for me and you, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring, 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 those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring.
Ha! That's a great part. Especially there.
Especially the end.
Lovely. It looked tricky to me. Listening to the part on its own like that made it seem as if it didn't have any time that it was coming in. It seemed random. And of course, it's not random. You'd have to be listening to the other parts. Know it well enough and also be aware of the other parts. We're going to listen to it again. Who in the room thinks they're going to be doing the tenor? Yeah, those are the two people I figured. You're gonna have a go, are you? Oh, no. Ross is not messing about. This is what happens when you come from, Nebraska, And the question is,
live in Nebraska.
The question is, are you bluffing us, Ross? Not sure you got that joke.
I'll just have to see how it goes. It is kind of early here for those high notes, but anyway.
Yeah. I was just messing with you, man. Where are you from? Tell people in the room where you're from.
Scottsbluff, Nebraska.
Yeah. I thought I heard bluff in there somewhere in the word.
Scottsbluff, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why I was having a go at there. Just
All
couldn't
right.
resist myself. So we'll have we'll have another listen. And there was a part definitely where it was tricky, very much tricky to try and even follow, let alone be aware of what was going on with the other parts. So we'll have a listen to that, switch back to the bass, and remind ourselves of how easy our job is. Or maybe not. Da, 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 da. I see. It's come off my sheet. Just bear with us a sec. That sometimes happens. Okay, I've got it back again. Let's see if we can do the business here and share it properly now. And that should be on your screen. Thank you, Kara. And here we are going from the edge again. Actually, I lied. That's the bass. But we're going to do that and then we're going to go back to the tenor. That's on purpose. That's why I was looking for it.
Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ringing out the old, ringing in the new. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring for me and you. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring.
Okay. And we're going to then switch to the tenor. That's the plan. See if it comes up for us.
Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells. Ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ring,
Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, ring. So, when I started this session, let me see, how long is it? 4 minutes left. When I started this session, I was very convinced I would be singing the bass only. But that's no longer true. I'm going to have a go at the tenor because I think the tenor is real fun as well. It really is. Any thoughts? Any comments? Opinions? Anything you care to share about this or any of the other while we have the 5 minutes left?
I thought the tenor part had less rings in it, but it certainly makes up to it towards the end of it.
Yeah.
Ring, 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 ring,
Yeah,
ring, ring,
it's
ring,
everywhere,
ring.
isn't it? I thought it was lovely.
I'm just wondering whether doing two parts you really get scrambled with all your
Oh,
rings.
yeah. Yeah. He didn't say anything about that. But if we're singing that in person, imagine you've learnt the two parts well. What are you going to be singing?
The bits you like best.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Caro. That's almost guaranteed to be what happens. Maybe that's as long. Does it matter? It actually doesn't. No, that's right. As long as the notes are right. You're right. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I like this. So because we let me see. Is there any more on this? Let me just have a check. I should just check something first. Rhythms, lowest notes, predominantly reachable. Right, track. Just looking at some notes I made, just making sure I haven't forgotten anything that I should be mentioning. Bell chords. Oh yeah, he talked about that too. He talked about using the all parts to make sure that once we've got it down, it's down. No, that's really it. As far as I can see here. Yeah, that's really all that we need to be looking at. I think I would be tempted, if because this is the bass room, to really quite nail down the bass first.
Yeah.
To be honest, before saying, "Oh, I'll just get the tenor anyway, and I'll mix and match," you know, as the section person, I've got to focus on saying, "Look, we got to make sure that the bass is doing the bit that we need to do and driving the thing." Now, this will all fall apart if that bass driver isn't there. Just because it's easy doesn't mean that it's not important. Because actually everything's sitting on how these bells chords and everything are all stacking up. So actually, the good thing is for us to make sure that we're absolutely solid and we'll be good. There's nothing very hard in this. Caro, does the G look like it's going to be an issue for you to hit, do you think?
I can do it first thing in the morning. I'd prefer it was an A.
Oh.
Yeah, the G, yeah, A is fine. G is just that little bit. I need to be first thing, but yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, it's good to know that. Good to know that piece of information. Just in case any other ladies who are going to be listening to this think, "Oh, I'll just do that," because Susan Campbell will be in on this, I'm sure. She'll be loving this. So, and when we get onto the other songs, you know, of course, there's some super challenges going on, especially in The Sweetest Gift. But
Yeah,
I'm talking
might
about.
switch back to soprano for that one.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, three of us in this room might do the same. Just never know. Right. So we've got 1 minute left. I'm not sure that's long enough to play the piece, but we're just going to play and it'll kick us out of the room, won't it? So it's been a pleasure having you here, folks. All right. I'll see you in the main room. Meanwhile, hopefully we're going to finish off with this ringing in the bass in our ear. At least that's the plan. There we go. No, that says tenor. Let's go with it.
Ring, ring, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Ring, 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 ringing out the old ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells ring for me and you, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring.
We better go in the other room.
Ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring.
Questions. Any questions that any of you have about anything? Zilka.
Okay, so now difficult to unmute myself. We realized that the voice quality in the track is slightly changing, and I suppose that this would be maybe because of different recordings put together or something like that. So I suggested not to follow those different voice qualities, but just like sing with the same quality through the whole thing.
The alto 2 part, maybe even the alto 1 part, fitted, some of it fitted in my like full voice, some of it kind of didn't, depending on where it started. So some of them I'm singing in like quite a weak head voice, and some of them I'm singing in a little bit more of a pressed chest voice. I would say that alto should sing in your comfortable, in a comfortable way. You don't have to follow my tone. The same is true for the sopranos. Please don't sound like me singing soprano. Nobody wants that in their life. So so no, 100%. There was some of that where I had voice, and that's just because at that point I didn't have much of a voice to be singing the parts.
Thanks.
No worries at all. That was a 9 out of 10 question. Anyone got a better question than that? Not that we're making it a competition, but no, Mike Saverin's like, no, I can't beat Zilka. Can't beat Zilka. No. So hopefully there's been no specific issues picked up, like mistakes, but there's always a possibility. There's always a possibility. I would like to, if it's okay, one sec. No, not that. I think we're going to go through the all parts. Okay, we'll go through the all parts. You probably won't be at the point of knowing the song perfectly yet. And there's something to be said. One of the things I think it's going to be a part of the learning process will be trying to get the energy in the sound, but also getting smoothness. And my tracks might not do it sometimes, but to get energy in the sound without it being too bouncy. Okay, and actually trying to get a sense of the rhythms making sense rather than always coming as a surprise. I think that's going to be one of the things we want to be looking at to get the smoothness and the rhythms, both of them in the song, rather than just it being choppy and almost slightly aggressive on some of those rings. So that's my thought, and we'll go with that. Just going to share my screen, lovelies. 1 second while I just set this up. Hopefully you can see my screen. Fab. And I will press play. I'm going to have a sing of the bass part, I think, for this one. So feel free to sing along in whichever part you fancy the most, and we'll go from there. Here we go. Is that okay?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ring, 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 those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring. Those Christmas bells, ring, ring, those Christmas bells, ring, 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 ring,
Nicely done. I quite enjoy that bass part. Now, basses you've probably already noticed, actually for all of you, when we get to that section of bar 41, the pulse does change, doesn't it? Especially for the basses. It does, the time signature almost seems like it changes at that point. When you get those 2-beat notes, it really changes the feel of the pulse. And then suddenly you get it back again soon after. But hopefully everyone's found that okay. If you do pick up on any massive issues, obviously do let me know.